Pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Tollefson. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the...
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, Overrated. This is why the preseason bowls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Oh, he makes the catch. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program. Going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Finds the tight end. Gets it out to the...
Tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry up. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
These situations in football come up all the time. You practice them all throughout the week. Short yardage, gotta have it situations. I am not bringing my punt unit on the field. I gotta bow up, prove out to my team, to my unit, to everybody out there, I can get this first down. Let's go.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, Not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Pulls it in. It's Owen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Got some room there to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Coming out with it, it's John. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. To the air. It's Tollefson. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Huskers line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. This drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Nebraska, 3. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. To give to the big fullback. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got some space.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And the Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off-play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UNC! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays.
There he goes! Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route. But it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johns. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fuller. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Well, the offense did ball on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope.
The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Give him 96 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the ground, he's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Handoff to the fullback. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Grab near the sticks. It's Owen. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on the play.
Got it in the middle. It's Owen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. Those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll set up to throw. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take. The 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punch it in.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Tar Heels will go for it on 4th down. He'll go to the sneak. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the missed connection on third down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Offense in a split backfield. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Second down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Snap from the gun on third down. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Punt is in the air. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. Makes the catch, it's Giles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have...
He tosses one high man deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give out of the gun. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Duarte. Intercepted to stop the threat. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll give it to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Duarte. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Duarte. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Give to the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Fullback's got it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Duarte. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll do it himself. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football, but it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. The give to the fullback. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
You Better block. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Thompson. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time on target. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He makes the catch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.